So I applied for a PhD at Ulster University because for me it was the next step in the trajectory of my studies. I was really interested in research in my undergraduate project, and so it just made sense for me to apply for a PhD to really get into the nitty-gritty of research and further that aspect of my career. I chose to study a PhD at Ulster mostly because of the psychology department at Ulster. It is a fabulous department, their research output is incredible, and they studied the type of research that I was interested in. So for me, Ulster was the logical choice. I applied for a scholarship at Ulster University, the Department of Economy scholarship to be specific, which allowed me to treat the PhD as a full-time job because it provides you with a stipend every month. So you're basically getting paid a salary to do your research. There's also a type of bursary that goes along with that, which allows you to then use that money to go to conferences or buy supplies. So it was a really great way for me to really focus in on my studies and give it my all and really progress with that. So, the life of a psychology PhD researcher is very much independent learning. I suppose it's not like your undergrad or your master's where you maybe have structured classes. It's very much independent, directed learning on your own. Now, you do have a mentor, you do have a supervisor, and you do, of course, have the doctoral college at Ulster University, which are fantastic in providing you with structure to your studies and your PhD through their research development program. A typical day in the life for me would have been being on campus. I would have been collecting data that involved interviews with participants who were willing to participate in my research, and then very much writing up the thesis, focusing in on your background studies, your literature, and then analysing your data. So the PhD can be a little bit all over the place when you first begin, but when you get your teeth into it and you really start to hone in on your day-to-day routine, you can really build that structure. You are always in contact with your department leads. Hopefully, the psychology department, I was very much so involved with the department leads. So there was a lot of structure if you created it around your department, but it very much is independent, directed learning. The doctoral college at Ulster University were vital throughout my PhD. They were absolutely incredible at helping me further my skills as opposed to just doing research. I was able to get involved in public speaking, in different competitions, a 3-minute thesis competition, which vastly increased my CV upon graduating. It allowed me to have a lot more skills that maybe I necessarily wouldn't have had the opportunity to gain or to be involved with. So the doctoral college at Ulster University were instrumental in supporting PhD students throughout their doctoral degree. The research development program were incredible at developing training programs that allowed us to improve our skills and further our networks and engage with other PhD students and researchers across different developments and different departments, and it really allowed that cross collaboration. So the research development program were incredible facet to Ulster University. So the doctoral college at Ulster University also provides you with your First Steps to Teaching Training Award, which is accredited by the Higher Education Authority and is now a prerequisite pretty much across the UK and Ireland to be eligible or to provide eligibility now for lecturing and teaching and demonstrating at all universities in the UK. So the doctoral college at Ulster University provide that training. It's fabulous training, and then you finish your doctoral degree with an extra accreditation in the Higher Education Authority. There are multiple benefits with doing a PhD, and I suppose one of the biggest ones is the transferable skills that we gain as researchers through Ulster University. There are many skills that we can use in different departments, not necessarily academia. It's very transferable to industry as well. There are a lot of benefits that come with all of the training that goes along with a PhD in terms of starting projects from scratch, project management, communicating with people across large networks, international international networks. So there are definitely a lot of benefits in terms of transferable skills. Also, in terms of your own personal development, a PhD does take a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of focus, and it does evolve you as a person into an all-rounded kind of focused individual that can apply their skills to many different areas.